All right, so anybody with a Pentastar V6, I'm going to tell you how to make 500 horsepower to the wheels. Welcome back to another episode of ModStars. I'm your host, Z. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share. And this is episode 2 of the MOPAR Wars. And what that is me simply addressing the MOPAR and MOPAR crime that I've seen over the last few years. The mentality is ridiculous. It is at the top of the ladder. If it's not a Trackhawk or HELLCAT, then it's garbage. And at the bottom of the ladder, if it's not at least a Hemi, if you have the V6, then that's garbage. This is specifically for the people who have the V6 and don't know what you can do with it. And for those who want to get a MOPAR and don't know what you can get, you guys have plenty of options. That's what this whole series is for and to address. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, homies and homettes, uncle grandpas and auntie granny nannies, if you have a V6, whether it's a Challenger, a Charger, a Jeep, a Ram, or Chrysler 300, this video is for you. You guys could and should wreck shop in your area after following a build like this. It's not going to be, the Nissan and Infiniti guys running around that are going to be top dog in your area anymore. It's not going to be the K-swapped or turbo Civics that are running around your area. It's not going to be that new 10-speed Mustang with the slicks on it, even though it's stock. After following a build like this, yeah, you guys should probably beat most of the stuff in your area, if not keep up with it, like on the door of it. And I'm going to use the 2011 to 2015 Challenger to really drive the idea home on what I mean by this. So let's get into it. 2011 and 2015 Challengers can be found anywhere from 10 to 15 grand right now. And most of the power is going to come from the Ripp Supercharger kit. Ripp themselves have a video. I'll put the link in the description below. I believe it's a 2018 Charger. It could even be headers back that are stock as well. I could be wrong on that, but it doesn't really matter because it made 450 horsepower to the wheels off of this kit. 448.5 to be exact, but even if you round that, it's really close to 450. I can't think of a single 5.7 that made that to the wheels or a single 392 that has made 450 horsepower to the wheels stock. Just to be really specific, stock. So that's number one. Number two, this kit goes for about 6 grand. So that's really not bad at all. And just to build off of this, you can either get shorty headers or long tube headers, throttle body spacer. You can port the intake manifold or you can have it sent off to MMX. And this year range of the Challenger had the NAG1 transmission, so you can get a high saw torque converter, a transcooler, and a Hemi tuner TCU flash. And this is it. This is about 500 horsepower or close to on pump gas. Even the first episode I mentioned, those results were not on flex fuel. That was pump gas as well. So you're talking about 500 horsepower car for less than 25 grand, just about. So you could either build one of these or, like in episode 1, you can buy a WK1 SRT8 Jeep. But to further push my point on this, it's about to piss some people off, but I'm going to do it anyway. So the 2011 Challenger V6, fun fact about all the V6s is that they had an all-wheel drive option. They're a little bit heavier, but still lighter than the Hemis. But let's stick with the rear-wheel drives really quick. Rear-wheel drive weighed 3,834 pounds. An RT of the same year weighs 200 pounds more than this. A 2011 GTR weighs 5 pounds less than the V6 Challenger. So think about that really quick. 500 horsepower on practically GTR weight, that's an 11-second car. Especially with these upgrades like this and you have good track time and a good setup where you don't have to worry about traction. Yeah, this is early 11 seconds. That's HELLCAT territory, and it probably does it more consistently than HELLCATs do too. So you got something for less than 30 grand that's a HELLCAT hunter. That's all I got to say. There's nothing else to go on about, especially nowadays. Like I said, you don't have to worry about, the guys with the stock 10-speed Mustang that's on slicks or, they take the seat out and they do bolt-ons and ethanol and they're still not making 500 horsepower on any of those cars like that. No, you don't have to worry about any of that stuff. Now you got something that, yeah, it is a V6. But it can keep up with the HELLCATs too, if not beat them. So let me know what you guys think. Do you have one? Do you want to get one? Do you want to build one? Stay tuned for episode 3 because I'm going to talk about the 5.7 liter Hemi next and how that is very underrated and misunderstood too, and how to make that even better. So if you don't know, now you know, but do what you want to do.